I recently purchased this monitor right here, the Dell S2417DG, and like a lot of people were saying with this monitor, um, it's got its issues with color banding and color misrepresentation, at least right out of the box. I had done my research. I knew that was probably going to be an issue, and my first attempt to fix this issue was to look at Tom's hardware calibration guide, which was referenced a lot, and if someone else had their own personal fix for it, it was either a carbon copy of Tom's hardware's guide, or it was just minorly tweaked. And that just really wasn't working for me all that well. So I had to pretty much go out on my own and spend a few hours trying to tweak and mess around with some of the settings. And eventually I did get it down pretty good to where it fixes about 95-ish% of the problems I was seeing. And I figured I would share my personal settings with you guys in case Tom's hardware wasn't really working for you like it wasn't for me. So first, the hardware, the built-in monitor menu settings. For brightness and contrast, I've got brightness on just 5%. I know that sounds pretty low, but we'll get back to that in a little bit. And then contrast, I've got it at 60%, which is pretty close to what Tom's got it at. And then you'll want to move to the display part of the menu. It's going to give you a bunch of different options. Just go to custom colors, and within the custom colors menu it's going to look pretty much just like this. I've got my red at 90%, green at 85%, and then blue at 90%. So 90, 85, 90. So that's pretty different from how they've got it set up here, how most people have theirs set up. That's pretty much it for the built-in monitor menu. Go to the NVIDIA control panel. Just right-click the desktop, bring it up, and go to Adjust Desktop Color Settings. And as you can see, this is what I've got right here. Brightness at 70%, contrast at 40%, gamma at 0.8, and digital vibrance at 70. This is what I was talking about as far as brightness. The brightness in the NVIDIA control panel kind of makes up for the low 5% I've got mine set at. If you want a brighter screen, that's fine. Just make sure you adjust it within the built-in menu. That's not really going to mess with your colors, whereas the brightness in the NVIDIA control panel definitely does mess with colors, and so make sure you keep that in mind. I had it higher than 70. I did have it at 77%. The problem I've had with that is whites become very undetailed. It makes it really hard to make out details within bright white colors. Above, I'd say like 70 to 75%. So I would keep it at around 70. No, not much higher. And much lower, you start noticing problems with color banding and whatnot. Yeah, that's pretty much it. While you're here, make sure you turn on G-Sync so you get that 144 Hertz that you bought this monitor for. And yeah, that's it right there. Hopefully this helped out somebody. Saved you a bit of time and all that good stuff. But yeah, just take care.